Hello, wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. It is still me, Associated Peters, the voice of the people, the voice of God, the voice of our ancestors. I'm back again to bring you truth undiluted, as usual. But before I dabble into what I want to bring to you, I have this passionate appeal to make. This is not the first time we're making this appeal, but I am bringing it to your conscience about this boy, Uchenna. His tenacity, his diligence to work have attracted our attention to solicit for his school fees. He needed 360,000 naira to complete his secondary school education, which amounts to 52,000 per term for the next 7 terms he has. Please, we appeal to you to use the numbers of BVI Channel 1 sponsorship line to connect and make this boy's dream come true. He wants to go to school. We want to reward tenacity. We want to reward diligence. In a world where immorality is being used as a standard, in a world where youths want it on a fast lane, in the world where diligence and hard work is undermined, let us prove to this young boy that it pays to put in work. The dignity of labor should be rewarded. So I appeal to your conscience to, reach out. Use the sponsorship line 0810-4545-533 or 0810-420-7522 so that this boy will have the basic education. Having said that, you see, when we are still, bouncing back from the shock we had from Padam Baka and his BB Niger campaign, an illustration using immorality as a standard in our current society, where men of God have, become God of men. I know many people who are religiously attached to their GOs, to their bishops, to their church, to their faith. I understand that. That is Africa for you, Nigeria to be precise. Many have called for the head of Daddy Freeze since the altercation, his outburst against some men of God, or you may call them God of men. Ibiyomie, a respected man of God. I admire the man so much. He had blown this thing beyond measure. If I say I am disappointed, that is an understatement. To say the least, he disgraced the grace upon him. He disgraced and abused the anointing he operates with. And the video is out there. But in case you have not watched it, take a look at this.
Insulting me, I won't, but insult to Oyedepo. That bastard! Tell him, any day I hear him talk about Oyedepo. Do they know his father? That the Freeze has a father. Who is his father? That half caste who is born by Somalian. The day I hear him insult Oyedepo again, I will deal with him. Oyedepo may not talk, but I can't be alive to insult my father. If that, who gave birth to him? If he has a father, let him show us his father's picture. Somebody they gave birth to in the sheep. Does he look like a Nigerian? That's a Somalian. If I hear him insult my father again, Oyedepo will not talk, but I can't be alive to insult my father. I can't be alive. I caused today was born. Insult my own father when I'm alive. I can't take it. Oyedepo will not talk, but I can't be alive. You insult my father. I will tear you. I will tear you to pieces. I'll be alive. You insult my father. Then say, hey, I will tear you to pieces, you bastard. People who have fathers don't insult fathers. He's insulting because he has no father. You can never insult a father if you have a father. He has no father. Tell him, oh. Tell him. This is the last day he talks about Oyedepo again. He's a bastard. He's a bastard. Does he have a father? Who's his father? Let him show his father's picture. If he has a father. A man who cannot marry. He has no wife. He can't manage his home. He's coming to talk on television. Is it not his wife who left him? Huh? A man who has a broadcaster. He doesn't have a good job. I've been insulting my own father and people are laughing. Say, talk. Anybody insult my father again, I will just. Anybody may not talk, but me, I will talk. I will never be alive to see somebody insult my father. You are not born. You are not born. I will kill you. I will tear you to pieces. Very soon, I will arrest him. Next one,
You see, a pastor, a respected senior pastor, GO, I think his church is Salvation Ministry, Ibiyomie, standing on the altar to unleash this kind of abuse. I remember when we were growing up, we are taught the morality of not using abusive words on people. Now you are standing on the pulpit to call somebody a bastard because he aired his opinion, because he spoke his mind, because he did what many men of God or God of men refused to do in Nigeria. I'm not holding brief for him, but you know the position of this platform. Where we see the truth, we say it. Where are these men of God as Nigerians are continue being pushed to the worst miserable life ever? Where are they? These are their members. Where are the men of God when we are faced with the worst kind of regime? Where are they? Yes, I understand that some of them are speaking up, but speaking up from your altar is not enough. I must tell you, we must shy away from this our religious sentiment and observation, which has not led us to anywhere. It has not added any single value. Ask yourself a question. Since Nigeria have continued to multiply churches everywhere, every nook and cranny is church. Every place is church. Church continue to increase and expand. The way the church increases and expands is the same way poverty, hunger, death, killing is multiplying in Nigeria. Impunity, corruption to this highest standard is multiplying. That is an aberration to what church should be. If truly the men of God sat up to do the needful. You are abusing this man, saying he has no father. Now, thank God for Reno Omokri. He came up. And these are the parents of the same man you say he's a bastard. He is not a bastard. He is just speaking his mind. He is entitled to do so. He's your father. No problem. What I expect your father Oyedepo, you yourself and your likes, your GOs, Redeem, Trem, Deeper Life, name them, Salvation Army, Living Faith, Christ Embassy, Catholic, Anglican, EFAC, all the Pentecostal churches, including African churches, the Sabbath. What I expect of you as we are in the worst state of our lives is to mobilize your people, roll them out on the street. And also, not just the Christians, the Muslims as well, because everybody in Nigeria is receiving it from his own end. Everybody in Nigeria is a victim of what is happening in Nigeria today, including the Muslims. The Muslim clerics, surprisingly, they are speaking up. Roll out your people on the street and end this madness once and for all. The killing happening. What is the cause? Open grazing. That is the boiling point of the killing happening in Nigeria. The same open grazing has caused misery, death, ransacking of villages, destroying of farmlands, rendering children orphans, raping women, mostly Christians, and as well Muslims. Roll out your people on the street and end this madness. We have been shouting. We have been speaking at the top of our voice. We have been asking you, religious leaders, to lead the march to end open grazing. You refuse. Yet you shout Islamization. How else do you think that they are carrying out this sinister motive? It is through the open grazing. They are occupying lands. And you are there, your problem is that they freeze. That is the height of hypocrisy, I must say. And until you guys roll out the people on the street and say enough is enough. Now let me tell you this. This open grazing is the biggest, the worst challenge your own flock are facing today. Food crisis is knocking around. People are dying of hunger with double quick march. Your members, how will you feel? You don't feel it. You don't feel it. The flocks you have, the sheep you have under your custody are dying of hunger, are being decimated by predators in government. Yet you do nothing. Roll out the people on the street. Lead the march to end open grazing. And I tell you, the killing will stop. The hike in food prices will stop. People will be able to feed their families, including your church members. Roll them all out. I challenge you, and I challenge you that is watching this video. I know that many of you go to these churches. You are Catholic, you are Anglican, you are Pentecostal, you are Methodist, you are African traditional worships, you are a Muslim, you are watching this video. Send this video to your spiritual leaders, to your spiritual fathers. This is where we need their action. It's a simple thing. Mandate them. Let them roll everybody out. Do you know the number of Christians we have? If Living Faith roll out his members in all the states, likewise, all the Pentecostal churches, including the Salvation Army, Ibiyomie, Catholic, Anglican, roll out your members on the street to end open grazing. Just open grazing, you see things turn around. You're talking about not just Islamization, but a new empire by the Fulanis. The Hausas are the victims also. They are crying out. They are being killed. They are speaking up. This is no time for religious and ethnic sentiment. This is time to save the soul of Nigerians who are victims of Nigeria. I've spoken my mind. Now it is now left for you to share this video. Let every one of them get to see this. I'm not going to talk about Father Mbaka. Father Mbaka is part of the problem. They brought this problem upon us. Let those who believe that they are the spiritual fathers lead this march to end open grazing. That is where we make our first stand. If you're new on this platform, you're welcome on board. This is a platform where we say the truth. We know the look face. We see it, we say it. Click on the subscription button, click on the like, share, drop your comments. Let's get your opinion. And most importantly, stay safe. I'm signing out. Goodbye.